Hey, welcome back to the show. Today is May 9th, 2017. I haven't done news last week because there wasn't much to talk about, but this week there's not much, but I'll still give you guys an update on what's been happening in the film world. I forgot a few weeks back that, remember a plastic camera Holga, those cheap, I guess now they're called lomography kind of cameras that had a plastic lens, glass lens. They shut down their factory. They were supposed to have demolished the machines and broken it down, and they were not going to come back. But there's been updates by Freestyle, which I think is the official importer in the US, that they're coming back. So Holga is back. So if you guys want to keep on shooting, 120 film on those plastic fantastic cameras, you can follow the link below to see when they're coming and what the price will be for this new, I guess, renewed Holga camera coming back. Sekonic, the brand that's famous for their light meters, has come out with their ultimate light meter. It's an L858D, and it has all kind of advances that you probably will not need if you're shooting film. But if you're a studio photographer, I think it has a color display, touch display. It's waterproof, or at least splash proof. It usually has flash readings for studio. It has incident and reflected meter readings and spot meter. So if you're in for the latest and best, or well, I would say the latest Sekonic light meter, you guys should check out the link below. As I say, it's the L858D. It used to be the L758. Used to be the ones that a lot of people have. They kind of look like a bit of a gun because they have that spot meter on them. Then there's a new Kickstarter by Lomography, who has been coming out with Kickstarters every now and then for their, I guess, high-risk items, and they're always successful. So now it's called the Lomography Neptune convertible art lens, and this is basically a three-set lens that goes into one mount. So you can either mount it to different cameras, film or digital, and you change the front element to make it a 35, a 50, or an 80 millimeters. There's more information on their Kickstarter website. There's not a lot of pictures to give you an idea of what you will get. They're all small and kind of like that. But as always, Lomography will have a bit of a hint to like not just being quality, but having more character maybe. So if you're into like a one kit 3 lens, you can check it out. I think it's priced around $700 for the early birds. So I'm sure those are all bought out. So you probably can get it for $100 more. Also on the Kickstarter news, Ferrania is being still very quiet with their progress with slide film. But their P30 has had a new release, which has been best practices. So it's a PDF telling you how to expose the film, how to develop it if you develop it yourself, what labs they recommend if you're going to develop it in a lab. For example, they've had customers come back saying that automatic advanced cameras will snap the film broken. So maybe stay away from point-and shoots. Also, it's not DX coded, so point-and shoots won't know. Well, they'll probably expose it at ISO 100, which is the default for most point-and shoots. But if you can't manually overwrite it to 80, they recommend you don't use automatic. Those F5s or F4s, the advanced film fast, are not recommended for this P30. So yeah, manual advance, at least till they get it sorted out. So yeah, there's a PDF, I left it below. You can download it and check it out if you want to see a bit more about this film, times developing, and how to handle it and take care of your pictures in the best way with this film. Manufacturer Heiland has posted an LED head test by Ilford. They sent one of their LED heads to Ilford to test, and they made a little article, which is a PDF, talking about their conclusions with the LED head. If you don't know what they're making, Heiland is making these LED lights for enlargers, and they're easily adaptable. They have no moving parts, as LED are a cold light, so you don't need, it doesn't get too warm, and those ventilators that are getting old and shaky won't give you trouble. They also are way more light coming out of the LEDs, so you get around 2 stops more light for your enlarger. So if you're enlarging big or in a big enlarger, it's a big benefit. Also, light bulbs are getting harder and more expensive to find, so if you are looking for something like that, check Heiland. I'll leave the link below so you can check it out. This is maybe not news, but I found a limited edition t-shirt, which I think we all will find pretty funny. It's a picture of a screenshot of Ken Rockwell's website and how to take better pictures. And the author of this t-shirt says that every time they sell a t-shirt, it's going to be like a JPEG recompressed. So every time it's going to look worse till the point it's barely recognizable, and they'll stop making it. So if you guys want one of those, I guess, funny t-shirts, I'll leave the link below. Japan Camera Hunter has come out with an article which is Compact Camera Future, and he's basically, it's a shout out for camera manufacturers and the increase in price in compact cameras and the decrease in amount of cameras available. As we all know, compact cameras were fun little point and shoots or smallish cameras that they hit the top at the 90s, and these cameras have been skyrocketing in price, and parts are not available. When they break, they're dead. You're just going to leave it on your shelf. So he's made an article where he's looking for a company to invest in making a new one. He's offering all the know-how about the market, what the tendencies are, what the prices are, what people are looking for. So if you know any brands or you want to like share the article, I'll leave the link below. And just about when I was coming up to record these news, one of our viewers, Johan Adermalm, has sent me an email giving me some comments on Facebook after Bellamy Hunt's, Japan Camera Hunter's article, from a person called Raffaello Palandri, who works at RT Global Services Limited. And I'm going to read so you guys can hear about it. He says, I and my team are developing a new camera with 35 film and digital backs. The photographers will also be able to use their own preferred lenses, modern or vintage. Of course, we are not big manufacturers, but a small company with a big dream, giving every photographer a camera they can use for a long time, having fun with it. We are prototyping phase. We will present the concept shortly with the first test cameras, and will run a crowdfunding campaign in a few months. We would be happy and honored to be part of the global rebirth of film cameras. So we are ready for this call to action. There's a few more comments below. I'm gonna see if I can leave the link to the Facebook article. If not, I maybe will put a screenshot of the comments so you guys can read. But it looks like it's pretty real. We don't know, as you know, everyone's free to say whatever they want on the internet. It doesn't have to be true. But yeah, hopefully someone is investing on trying to come out with a new compact camera film, maybe hybrid film and digital like he said. So yeah, if you want to hear more about this, I'll follow up on the company. I'll probably write them so they can keep me updated with news. Well, that's all for today. And if you have any information you think is important, send me an email to the email below. Thanks for watching. See you next week.